Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you again. My name is Ning, and welcome to my channel. And this is a video for recording myself having a English speaking challenge. Yay! Yeah, and this is my eighth video, I guess. Yeah, and I really didn't expect that I could continue after 1 week, but fortunately, I could keep recording this and keep practicing my English speaking, and I hope it gets easier and easier for me to do this as a routine. So, actually, there will be just ordinary talking about my how was my day and about my just a very common agenda, everyday agenda, maybe. Yeah. So would be just comfortable talk about myself and what are my thoughts are and what are my perspectives are about. So how was your day? I hope your day went smooth and well. And since this today was Saturday, and actually I only had one appointment with my friend, and except that I didn't have any, so it was quite flexible and comforting day for me. And even the weather was really nice and warm and just beautiful sunshine was out there. So I had a very good walk with my friend, and we went some look arounds in downtown area and had some food picking up from the restaurant, and we came to my home, and I invited her to my home, and I tried to cook some very brief dishes for her, and yeah, it was nice to have her in my home. And as you know, eating out is a quite bit expensive here in the States. And instead of eating out, I we just bought one or two very brief takeaway from the restaurant and Korean restaurant, and we actually bought rice cake. How can I say this in English? Anyway, we call it tteokbokki, rice cake, a very spicy rice cake dish made up of some very red, spicy ones, and fish cake, and some green onions on it. Yeah, and we also bought kimbap, and this is kind of different from sushi. You might know sushi, but also kimbap is a different dish from sushi, but it has like seaweed around rice and some vegetables and eggs, hams, and kind of things inside in it. So actually, it looks really nice, and my friend said it looks like an art. It was really nice compliment, and I didn't make it, but I was very proud of that food, and I was very pleasant to introduce this food for her. Yeah, so actually this was my one of my favorite food, Korean food, and kimbap. I really recommend you to try one day. So this kim means seaweed in Korean, and bap means rice. So kimbap is just same as uh seaweed rice. Literally, it is seaweed rice, but we put some more ingredients in it, and we roll it, and cut it into some pieces and make enjoy it. So anyway, I one day recently I tried to make it myself in at home. S- so I put some grilled vegetables and tuna inside those rice. I mean seaweed and covered rice inside in it, but actually I tried to lure it well, and whenever I was cutting into some pieces, it all broken into the pieces. So I really, literally failed to make that complete kimbap. But it's really hard, bit hard to make it. But whenever you will make it, or if you have any chance to taste it, it will be really nice. I can really recommend it. So anyway, we enjoy those Korean foods, kimbap and tteokbokki. And I also made 불닭, and this is name of the very spicy noodle famous in Korea. And maybe you already saw some YouTubers who were recording their challenges to eat this very red sauce spicy noodle. And actually, I was a bit afraid of myself as well, and also afraid to recommend this spicy thing to her. Yeah, because I know it is really spicy, and even Koreans have some limitations, or we have some difficulty to eat out the, the total portion of one 불닭 noodle. So I hesitate a bit to recommend the original version of 불닭 noodle. So instead, I bought a carbo sauce added 불닭. So which is less extreme version of the original red sauce. So it is a bit easier version of original bulldog sauce, but still I think it's a bit spicy enough for anyone who is not really uh, familiar with those spicy things. Even it's a bit spicy for me as well. So anyway, she enjoyed it, and I also fried some dumplings, and we enjoyed all together. So I think she and I ate a lot. She walked to her home instead of taking buses. Yeah. So anyway, we really enjoyed our dinner together, and it's almost end of our spring break, sadly. So we try to um, look around some downtown area and try to enjoy our dinner. Maybe not the last one for the spring break, but just try to still uh celebrating our spring break. Yeah, it was brief event for 2 days, and yeah, other things I try to not to be stuck in the bed all day, like watching YouTube clips or other like time killing things. But it's really hard to make my mind made up my mind and go outside and try to work out. But I did it, and I walked around like 40 minutes in a bit faster space on the treadmill, so that I could lose some calories. Yeah, and yeah, that was very much productive thing I did today, I guess. Yeah. Other than that, there's nothing really special in my today's event. very common and very uh, calm and at the same time a bit boring but very comfortable weekend. So uh, according to my today's routine, I try to find some related agenda for today's self-discussion topics. So I asked ChatGPT about today's topic and it recommended me about some of very interesting ones, but I picked up the first one it gave me. So the topic was uh, the ideal daily routine. So what would my perfect daily routine look like? How can I improve my current routine? Yeah, do you have any your current routine for yourself? Actually, for myself personally, it's really hard to set up a routine and follow up that fixed routine daily. It's really hard for me to do that. I don't know why, but it's really hard to discipline myself, my body, and my emotion and every life cycle into that daily routine. Because for myself, I think it's not one excuse, but uh, let's say for whenever the coursework begins, since it's break now, but whenever I was in the coursework schedule, there are like different deadlines for every assignment weekly, and there are different schedule for lectures that I have to attend physically in the lecture rooms, and depend on the deadline or uh, the things I have to complete, then I sometimes overwork after midnight or I try to wake up very early in the morning before I attend the lecture. And so it's always changing a lot. It always changes a lot, depend on my deadlines and my physical conditions and all those are adjusted to daily events. So it's really hard to have a fixed timetable table for myself to uh, keep it up every day. But instead of that, I rather like make agile adaptations to daily um, deadlines and the daily routine, daily things that I have to complete. So yeah, it's really hard to make like very stable timetable and and keep it. Yeah, personally, it's really hard to do that. But for myself, I know myself and I know when I can concentrate well or when would be the best time for me to do some study or work or when would be my best condition for workout even. Those are all I think those kind of our circumstances differ from person to person. So for example, myself, I am more like night person than a morning person. So it's really hard for me to wake up early and do something productive in the early in the morning, but rather I really prefer to finish all those things I have to do, even though I sleep very late at night because whenever I have something to do left in my mind, then it disturbs me a lot to get asleep, and it really pushes me uh, a lot. So it disturbs me to have a good rest also. So I try to finish all things clear before I go to bed, even though it's like 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. in the night. Then whenever I finish it and submit it, and then I turn off all the computers and then go to bed. So I think it's better for me, and so yeah, I think it's better for me to uh do some works at night or in the evening, and I rather wake up a bit later. So sometimes I try to change my body conditions and try to fit myself into the morning person routine. But every time I tried that, I just found myself every time fail to adapt to those routines. Yeah, it's really hard to change them. Yeah, even as you can see in many YouTube videos, there are very like brilliant routines, right? Like waking up in 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. and like go to gym and having some meditation and giving me some medicines, like, and they will come back and have a very healthy morning, like cucumber, cabbages, and apples, kind of things, and with peanut butters. And then go to work or go to study or go to college, kind of things. And I really appreciate, I really respect those kind of daily routine. And I sometimes really wanted to be like that, them, but I just accepted myself that everyone cannot be like that, and you know, that I admitted that everyone has their own routines, and like having a good routine will help us to live a more productive life, and also it will help our body and mental in a good stay in a good mood and good status. I think it's really obvious to for them to have a good routine for ourselves, but actually I don't think also it's not the perfect ideal or perfect answer for everyone, because everyone has a different body conditions and different mentality conditions. And as I said, uh, I really believe there are some morning persons and there are night persons so it's different for everyone to have a very best condition to work out or study and concentrate or use their brains and also their body. So I believe that, like, if everyone doesn't have to wake up very early in the morning, but someone can wake up like 8 or 7 a.m., but instead they work out in the evening every day. And yeah, maybe it can be a bit opposite, but still, if that works better for that person, I believe it will be the best and ideal routine for that person. So yeah, my ideal, even though I don't have a very fixed timetable for my ideal routines, but one of my routine is that I try to work out at least 3 times a week. And I know that at least 3 times will, I said like at least 3 times as the lead, minimum minimum boundary for myself, because I know myself that I will not go every day for working out, because I know I'm not that much diligent. So I just negotiate with myself. Okay, let's go at least 3 times. You don't have to go like from Monday to Friday, but at least on like Tuesday and Thursday, which you don't have a morning class, then it will help me like utilize myself more in a flexible time zone. And yeah, it doesn't push me a lot, and I even don't get much stressed about that I didn't keep my promise to go to gym like every day. So I was free from the guiltiness that I would have gone through if I promised myself that I should have go to the gym like every day. But instead, I try to keep some bumper in my schedule and try to um, understand my limitations of my will and my condition. So that would be my compromised but still perfect daily weekly routine, not daily, but weekly routine for my first semester year. And yeah, actually going to the gym 3 times a week was still a bit hard for me because whenever you first start working out, since your body condition is very low, it starts from like zero base, right? So it's really hard to like build your basic physical energy to get over those um like powerlessness and those like tiredness. So it's really hard to break those chains to like laying down every day and getting out of my bed. It's really hard to do that. And whenever I just lay down in the on the bed, then I don't know why, but it's really hard to do something different from uh just laying down and watching some YouTubes or Netflix or kind of things. Uh, so I know that whenever I'm inside the home, I usually uh, use the time not really efficiently and spend time very meaninglessly. And I know sometimes I need those kind of time, but still I feel guilty about like spending those times without any doing anything. So I try to go to gym in the morning time, and then whenever I come back, I take a shower right after that, and then have some very brief food for myself to feed myself. Yeah. So I think this my just least the weekly routine for myself that I try to keep up with it, or otherwise I thought that I wouldn't be able to um keep up with my coursework for this semester because I know that the body conditions and body condition, how can we say that, like physical conditions and the physical endurance will be the fundamental thing which the other tasks should be built above. So well, unless I have this like minimum physical ability or physical endurance, then it would be hard to uh, complete my other works like courseworks or research works or kind of things. So I try not to compromise myself like doing not any working out, but I try my best to do some working out routinely so that I don't lose any fundamental power to endure my life. I think it's very necessary part for everyone, and that's why every doctor recommends us to work out. Like you need to go outside, have some sunshine in your eyes. Yeah, I think there are some reasons for them to recommend everyone to go outside or work out daily or routinely. And yeah, I think it's really necessary part. And other than that, um, the other day, not daily routine, but yeah, I have one weekly routine as well. So I have this like community group who really care about me, and there are some other international students in the same university, and there are the other not only there are not only the international students, but also some the local residents here. So they really care about our routinely like mental conditions or our personal issues or our family issues. They try to pray for us, and they try to care about our staying here. And we try we don't meet up like weekly, like a routine, but there are um weekly meet up, not physically, but in on via Zoom. We have a meeting weekly together to check out how it's going or what are current concerns, or is there something we want to share or we want to talk about together or kind of things we can discuss together there. So it's really a kind of a safety net for me. So it makes myself to be open to the people that I trust and people who care about me. So it's really helpful for me to maintain my stay here as a external student and also as a foreigner. So I think this kind of socializing and networking really helps me also to uh, get used to my staying here, and also it's really supportive for me to have those people know that recognize that those people are around me, so they are just inside of the reachable like area, so that whenever I reach my hand to them, I have a confidence that they will reach out to me, and they are willingly listen to my concerns or any worries, or they are willingly come to me and um accept me as a like member here. So I really appreciate this, that I have this kind of community here. So I think it's really hard crucial for everyone to have at least one or two, at least like one or two person who are really near to them and they really care about you. And I think it's really crucial to get get in touch, keep in touch with those people you trust, and try to not to disconnect with those trustworthy people or credible people around you, especially when you are like living apart from your hometown or your family in particular. So I believe this kind of my daily or weekly routines uh, really helps me and support me to maintain my life here, and also uh, help me keep up with my studying and my working here. And I think I really appreciate the support and contributions for me. And yeah, I really hope I can be the one who really care and listen to whom I near with. And I really try to be kind to whoever shares his or her like thoughts or concerns to me. And so I think whenever I receive those supports, I really want to uh, let it flow from myself, not receiving every time. But I really hope I can be the one to whoever really comes to me and try to uh, share their like worries. So I think I'm still growing, even though I'm getting older, but I think I'm still growing and at the same time still receiving and still getting some support from from others, but still I'm growing and I think this kind of experiences make myself much stronger and much firm farmer so that I can be a better me, so that I can better serve others as I was served. So I think I'm still on the progress, and I hope I can be a very better me, like extrovert. And yeah, I think that's how everyone live is a community. So everyone needs some support for themselves, and at the same time, they need to someone else to give their support. So that's how the human beings. I think that's how human beings are living. So yeah, I think I already talked too much. It's time for me to go to bed. So I hope you enjoyed my talking, and I really hope to see you again next time. And I hope you have a blessed weekend or weekdays whenever you are watching this video. Okay, thank you for watching my video and hope you have a good one. Bye.